One of the sure signs of spring around here is when the American robins return. It's always fun to wake up one morning, look outside the window, and see that bright orange breast hopping around on the lawn out there. The American robins usually come back about the middle part of March, at least historically, though that has been, I guess, inching forward in the month over the past few years. They often follow the snow line, and as the snow disappears, the robins show up. According to the old folklore, of course, the robin's got to get 3 snows on its tail before spring is officially here. We just had 1 snow after the robins returned, so I guess we have 2 more snows to go before we can call spring here to stay. Anyway, robins will start looking for worms on the ground. If the ground's still frozen or if there's snow on the ground, they'll switch to eating things like crab apples, red cedar berries, and even sumac berries that are still out there and available. Another neat sign of spring here in the driftless region is when the Sandhill Cranes come back for another nesting year. This is a fairly recent phenomenon here in northeast Iowa. Back when I was a kid, you would have never seen or heard a Sandhill Crane here in Winneshiek County, at least not during the nesting season, but they are a common nesting bird at Cardinal Marsh, which is on the western side of Winneshiek County. And in a good year, there may be 3 or 4 pairs of Sandhill cranes nesting around the marsh and raising their little colts. Sandhill cranes have made a nice comeback here across the upper Midwest since about, well, maybe the late 1990s or early 2000s when their population started building back in. You know, the pioneers would have heard and seen the Sandhill cranes every year, but due to overhunting, they disappeared from the landscape for about 100 years. But they're back again for us to enjoy their beauty and amazing call. White-winged crossbills wander south from Canada into the United States during the winter season, looking for new food supplies often. And now as we transition from winter back to spring, these birds are headed back north to Canada for the nesting season. But if you're lucky, sometimes if you've got a bird feeder out, they'll stop by to eat some sunflower seeds, or maybe you'll just see them out in the wild eating pine seeds out of pine cones or spruce cones. Notice that really unique bill. This bird is not, you might say, sick or anything wrong with it. That crisscross bill is normal, and that helps them pry open the pine cones to get the seeds out. Notice the 2 white wing bars on this white-winged crossbill, the female here. There is a red crossbill, and the female there would look somewhat similar but not have the white wing bars on her wings there. We know this is a female because she's kind of olive colored. As you can see, most of the feathers there on her head and breast. The male would have pink feathers there. So be watching for some crossbills maybe coming by your place now as we move into the latter parts of winter.